Hey! Have we all arrived? We're all here.
We're here.
We're live on the internet. Amazing. Hello, everybody. My name is Jennifer Gerritsen, and I will be your MC for the evening. We are the D20 Initiative, a group of Calgarian theater and theater-adjacent folks who just want to play D&D in public. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to the D20 Initiative's Pages and Mages season, and the beginning of our first Beaconhold arc with DM Griffin Cork. Before I get too much further, it's very important for us to recognize that the place that settlers like me know as Calgary has a deep history and a legacy of storytelling. In the spirit of respect and truth, we honor and acknowledge that we are telling stories in the traditional territories of the Blackfoot people, the Nakota people of the Stoney Nation, the Beaver people of the Tsuut'ina Nation, and the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3, and all people who make their homes in the Treaty 7 territory of beautiful Southern Alberta. There's a lot going on in the real world in Southern Alberta, and you are being brave, everyday heroes out there. One of the most important tasks before you is to hunker down at home, and we are here to give you the help action and roll advantage on your stay-at-home check. Nice. Gather around the old Zoom tube with friends and transport yourselves to the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Now let me introduce you to your team of adventurers. Griffin Cork is your dungeon master tonight. Curt Mckinstry is on sound. And of course, your very brave players and their spanking new leveled to level 4 characters are Alan Johnson as Derry, more formally known as Darius Nightford, a human barbarian. Griffin Cork as Kyler Bibtek, a wizard with halfling ancestry. Calvin De Silva as Ripley Creed, a cleric with human ancestry. Emma Breaker as Paige, just Paige, an elven druid. Now you may be wondering what makes the D20 initiative different from other live plays. Well, here in our particular corner of the internet, there are times when we want you, the audience, to play with us and alter the very fate of our party. You see, in the world in which tonight's players are situated, there is some errant magic that sometimes affects them in unexpected ways, sometimes a boon, sometimes a burden. This is where you come in. I will need 4 volunteers from the audience. Each volunteer will control when these magical effects are imposed on each of our heroes. Sound off in the chat on YouTube or on Twitch if you are interested in controlling the destinies of Paige, Ripley, Kyler, and Derry. While we are waiting for volunteers, some history and more details on how this will work. Back when we did this event in a real live pub, we miss, love, and respect you, Dickens. We gave out a rubber chicken representing each player to the audience. And when the audience member squeaked that chicken, that's when the magical effect would take place, just like that. Hey, Curt, nicely done. To keep this tradition alive, when our volunteers type squeak into the chat, I will interrupt play as soon as possible to impose said random effect. Now, keep in mind, you can only squeak a maximum of 2 times tonight, once in each act. For the first act, our all-knowing DM Kevin will let the audience know when squeaks can come into play. The second act is pretty much all fair game. Your first squeak will trigger an entirely random effect. After the break in our second act, your squeak will trigger the same effect as before. So this is your opportunity to be strategic. Do not squander your squeaks, but don't forget about them either. Aside from that, we welcome positive audience interaction and commentary in the chat. Please refrain from correcting rulings or commenting on character or combat choices in a negative way. We roll with the punches and support each other up here, so we hope our audience does too. If you have questions or concerns, please contact us at d20initiative@gmail.com. Our live streamed adventure will usually wrap up anywhere between 9:30 and 10 p.m. And halfway through, we will have a short 10-minute intermission as well. Of course, we're on the socials, and we encourage live tweeting about the episode as it streams. Use the hashtags D20 Initiative or Pages and Mages if you want to tweet about the show. You can find the D20 Initiative on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to learn more about our upcoming events. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and like our channels on YouTube and Twitch so that you never miss an episode. Okay, so I feel like we might have some volunteers already, but my friends, this is your chance. In the chat, please volunteer to squeak. I have Marcia. Marcia, who do you want to squeak for? I will just assign you, Marcia. I will assign you to the first person who's on the top of my screen, who is Paige.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, Dickie Dora, Raj Smith, you guys want to volunteer, right? Don't just say hi, say squeak. Hey, Marcia has Paige.
It's dangerous when the MC knows who's here.
Just start assigning people.
Don't just say hi, say squeak.
Oh, nice. Raj will be squeaking for Tyler.
Why, thank you, Raj, for that totally unsolicited volunteering.
Yeah, I'm honored that I inspired. Wow.
All right, my friends. So please do continue to volunteer to squeak. In the meantime, you know what that means. It's in my hands. And that's never a good sign because not only am I an MC, I'm a DM. You can't trust me. So please save these poor players. All right. It is. Yes. So squeakers, beware the delicate thread of fate that is now dangling in your hands. And players, good luck. Now, we have a last minute volunteer. Jason is going to squeak for Derry. Nice. Okay, well timed. So I think that is currently just leaving me for...
Someone's got to save Ripley.
For Ripley? Goodness. All right, well, we're going to leave it at that for now. And I'm going to sort of move on because it is time for me to briefly take off my MC sparkling face and put on my DM one. Because as you know, I DM the Candlekeep setting episodes, and I got to bring the Candlekeep Arc in for a landing. So... ready? All right.
Yes.
Let's all... Oh, nice. Karen just volunteered for Ripley. All right. What was once a dim, gray, echoing cavern at the roots of a mountain beneath the Library of Candlekeep is now dancing with streams of rainbow glitter through the living rock. A horse-sized tiger sphinx named Lumen, protector of the spirit of the library above, is bouncing excitedly, the streams of light seeming to react to her presence. A crystal clear lake mirrors the light show above it. Also above that lake hovers a magical screen, lit with points of power. And on that screen are the words, "Checklist to victory," with an exclamation point, and a list with boxes being checked off. Clustered around the Sphinx and watching the screen are a jumbled party of 6 librarians from 2 great libraries and 2 parallel universes, Candlekeep and Faerun and Beaconhold and Eberron. All of the 4 Candlekeep librarians are present, including the 2 gnomes, Zrill the novitiate, and Ant, the bookright of acquisitions. There's also Quartermaster Gerardo and Derry, the bookright of translation. Although a total of 3 librarians from Beaconhold have already visited Candlekeep now, one of them, the wizard Kyler, was not so long ago pulled back to Eberron. But these 6 are now celebrating their first steps with Lumen, their first steps towards saving Candlekeep from an invasion by a mysterious threat that has erased books, almost entire wings of Candlekeep. They've just reconnected Lumen, her living connection to her library, and with it she regains more control of the tricksy Candlekeep. But the librarians have brought sobering tidings on their adventures as well, of how the oozes and mists of what we're calling the erasure have not just eaten words on their pages, but there's a suspicion that they might have been aided by at least one senior librarian, one of the bookmasters of Candlekeep. Realizing that they will have difficulty knowing who to trust outside of their small circle, Lumen has just taken a sample of the wordbane ooze and is describing how she can make a magical monocle called the Eye of the Tiger to help search out those who might be corrupted by the erasure. So Lumen leaps to the shore of the lake and beams her glowing orange eyes at each of you. Thank you. I know we have many steps ahead on the path to victory, even if we don't have the whole library yet, even if we can't trust everyone out there, we have each other. And that, my glorious friends, is something to build on. So let's discuss what we should do next, yes? But at that moment, the mirrored lake behind her ripples and goes dark. Then, as though from within, spiraling wheels of gold, silver, copper, and bronze appear on its surface. The wheels begin interlocking like gears, and a voice is heard.
Lumen! Lumen! And what slowly appears is Ptolemy, the Sphinx from Beaconhold. And he sees everybody gathered there, and he's so excited. He's like, he can't believe how excited he is. Lumen, we have to talk. I know you've had lots of problems. You've told me about all the challenges that we've had, but
they are not over yet either, Ptolemy. So, okay, all right, you telling me what?
I understand, but I have something very strange to report. Here, just last night, there appeared on the shore of my crystal pond a dragon-born druidic female. She washed up on the shore, and she was dressed as though she was from Barovia. Now, we have not heard from Barovia, from our sister Ursula, for a very long time. And I have no idea where this
Winked out!
I'm sorry, what?
They got winked out. Remember, it was a long time ago. They got winked out.
I forgot. Yes, I forgot that expression of yours. And yes, they were winked out. And now there's only in the cavern one spark of light. One spark of light, Lumen.
Me, right?
It is you.
Yeah. And your
But
mom
now
one
we have
spark of
this.
light.
Oh, and you see him blush several colors of dark purple because he's already sort of dark blue. And he says, but now we have a clue. We have something. But I need my people back, and I need to borrow one of your people just quickly. Hopefully we can take this clue that this Druid has presented for us. We can figure out what she has to tell us, and we can nip it in the bud here. And then we can focus all of the fight in Candlekeep.
Lumen sort of strides towards the edge of the pool, and she like furls out her raven wings to sort of hide her librarians. And she sort of, stamps her little paws on the edge of the pool. She's like, what kind of librarian do you need? I don't know. Okay, tell me more. Why?
Well, the first one I need for certain is my Druid. She is the only one that will be able to comprehend what this semi-comatose dragonborn has scrawled into the sand. She's got Druidic hieroglyphics scrawled into the sand. She herself is not conscious. I don't have the time to learn Druidic, so I need my bookborn back.
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna start moving towards the pool. Like I'm ready to jump. I'm just right away, Ptolemy.
And
fair enough.
Kyler's here with
Let's
me.
Paige go.
Hey, what's up?
And I need him and your interpreter, your study, your Derry, the Barbarian. Kyler tells me he's very insightful. And
yeah, Derry's the man. And also, I like the term bookborn. We should kick with that.
Yes.
I think it's a wonderful term.
Okay, Kyler. Okay, just let me get the rest of this out.
Totally. Sorry.
Yeah. Now, the other thing. So, aside from Derry, I think we need Ripley back. because he seems to be one of the few clerics whose gods span all libraries.
What? Ripley, you didn't tell me that. That's really cool.
Guys, I try not to come off as like too preachy every once in a while, but Ilmater's pretty great. Like I don't know how else to say it, but, you know.
Ilmater has managed to cross all of the planes, and I think that will bear some future research that we need. But right now, I need Ripley back, just in case what I worry about is happening. I will have them back to you as soon as I can. We're going to just see what's available, see what we can stop, and then once this is over, we will get everyone back to Candlekeep, and then we can focus all of our energy.
Well, I mean, I hear you, but I think I need to ask Derry's permission if he wants to leave, like, this universe and go to yours. Derry?
That sounds cool. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I think
I can help.
think
If I
it's
can
good
help in
for
any
both
way.
of us. Yeah, like for both Eberron and Faerun, I think it can work in our favor. I think we can get you back, right? So,
Oh,
yeah.
you're not sure if you can get me back.
Yeah, that does not instill confidence.
It seems to have worked. That's how it's supposed to kind of work. So,
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
this is very exciting times, Derry. So, you know, if the path to victory lies through Eberron, then you should take it.
Can I say
Derry,
say
almost
goodbye to
all
my
of our
friends?
librarians, are able to cross back. I
wait,
would not
almost
worry
all?
about it.
You
Most
said
of them.
almost. You said almost all. Most of them.
Yes.
All right. I like those
Yeah.
odds. All right, let's do it.
Yes.
So I'm going to put on my MC hat just for a second and say, Kevin, is it okay for squeaks to apply at this point?
I was going to have
Would
the
you like
squeaks
to
kick
wait?
in as soon as they cross over.
Fair enough. We have some
Through the
very
crystal
eager
pool.
squeakers. All right.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. That sounds vaguely, well, yeah, that
You'll
sounds
see.
good.
It's good to know what they do soon, you know?
Yeah, eagles, yeah. You don't want to be pre-squeaking. You want to make sure that, yeah. All right. So for each of you, you see the pool itself. As the unlocking gears start to open up, you see the darkness, and in the center of the darkness starts to appear a little bit more, and then slowly grows and grows. You can see Paige and Ripley, you recognize the cavern that you originally originated in. And as it opens up slowly, it brightens, and you can see Kyler and the large, dark navy burgundy sphinx standing there.
As you just sink through the pool, I'll just say you hear the booming voice of Lumen saying, "Be brave! Onward, heroes!"
Ah!
Thanks, Lumen. It's been a while, but yeah, good to see you. All right.
All right. So as you each step into the pool again, you have that strange sensation of stepping into coolness that is yet dry, and it slowly laps up and lifts around you as you wade into the pool. There is a moment of disorientation of colors and light, and at this moment, we will have all of the squeaks and triggers surge through your body. Each of you have a bookmark. Do you want to just take a quick second and remind everybody what your bookmarks are? We'll start with you, Paige.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you see all of my freckles and moles just start to sort of glow with light, like a little constellation all along my skin. It's like a map or something like that.
Excellent. Derry?
Yeah, I have like green glowing veins all throughout my my body and through my hair. Green, like a green glow.
So in this split second, as you guys look at each other, you see these freckles glowing and these green veins. And Ripley, do you want to tell us how the bookmark affects you?
Yeah, I've got like a mild case of nausea, and so I start dry heaving a little bit, and
Yeah.
And every time I dry heave, I emit this light from my mouth.
So we have these two beautiful images that are right out of a dream, and then we have the reality of the dry heave, Ripley, as you each transform and appear and pull up on the shore of the crystal pool. And you, Derry, for the first time, are now in Eberron. Standing on the
Ripley, just like, oh my god, it's so traumatic.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm starting to get used to it. It's just
kind of looks like you're getting superpowers because you're puking out light.
It's true, right? It's an impressive looking thing.
Speaking of which.
But you know what, Ripley? It just keeps rolling on into like another wave of magic. And yes, you have been squeaked.
Oh.
Ready? You want to roll?
Yeah.
The earliest squeak to date?
That is a 12.
12.
Peppermint hands.
All right,
peppermint
Ripley.
hands.
You feel a righteous fervor come over you. Onward here.
All right. So nothing new.
In the form of nausea.
I mean, I am a priest, so.
Which is so this is crazy righteous.
Ripley, you seem like extra righteous. I just noticed.
Are you feeling alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm.
You're
great.
inspiring me. In fact, like, yeah, let's do this. Come on, I'm in this new place.
Yeah, you feel this surge in your body, and you have that kind of a pumped up feeling, and there is you can feel Ilmater just surging through your veins and bones, and you are ready to rumble.
Oh,
now,
gosh, I'm so not used to this, but boy, am I ready.
Yeah, got a sort of a strut walking around. There's like energy crackling off of you. It's the whole thing is dope. All right. So as you are all coming out of the water, again, perfectly dry, this strange kind of feeling, the lights on all of you fade. Actually, Kyler, what you would have seen is you would have felt that same trigger inside you, in almost in sympathy to what, as these people pass through. So you yourself would also feel your surge of power. And as they come out of the pool, what would they see happening to you?
So as Ripley has a mild case of nausea, I have a severe case of asthma. So as I'm getting excited and take a pump from my inhaler, you see an outline of my lungs, presumably kind of similar to Paige's in Freckles.
Right.
Hi guys, it's good to have you back. It's been lovely. All right.
Yeah, what happened? You stretched away at one point, and now I can see your lungs. It's very strange.
Yeah, I got back, and Ptolemy was like, "Oh, they needed Ripley," and I was like, "That's fine." There was a scary hand monster, and I don't really know what happened to that guy yet, because obviously I've been here. But I learned some spells, and I've been hanging out with Linda and Janine. Yeah, it's been pretty chill, honestly. My superiors were very pissed at me for taking so much time off work, so catching up on that,
Has it been a long time that we've been gone?
No, I took some time off like beforehand, I took sick days that weren't real, stuff
We've
like
not
that.
really connected then.
Okay.
I tried to throw it in, but yeah, thanks for calling me on it, Paige.
Sorry.
I was concerned that we were going to get reprimanded, but you said we're okay, right? You've covered for us.
Yes, I
maybe?
also did some of your responsibilities. Paige, I ran around and made sure all the the back exits were still working.
The Sphinx leads in and says, "This is all very important and interesting, I'm sure, but can we just talk quickly about the Dragonborn Druid?"
Yeah,
and he leads you to where he's arranged this Dragonborn woman. She is lying in the sand. She has reached out. She's right now, she doesn't seem awakened. She's comatose. She has sketched with her finger in the sand a series of hieroglyphics. that page you would find you're able to read. None of the other three, I believe, would have any experience with the Druidic symbols, the Druidic hieroglyphics. But you can see that there's several symbols that she's written out in the sand.
Oh, I didn't even know I spoke Druidic, but I do. What does it say?
Well, the first one is the symbol for midnight.
Midnight.
The second one is ink. The third one is blood.
Yeah.
The fourth one is written more in common, so it's something that all of you can understand. It says Bolbec. B-O-L-B-E-C.
I don't know. I still don't know what that word means.
I don't understand that one either.
Yeah, I can read that one. I can't read the Druid ones. But
Tyler explains it in great detail and accurately.
Right. Just roll me an investigation there, Tyler. Kyler.
That'll be a 13.
The Bolbec was a famous scribe, or he was an infamous scribe. So he had a lot of dealings with otherworldly creatures, planar creatures, devils, creatures from not on this plane. And he was most famous for his single magic item called the Inkhorn. So the Bolbec Inkhorn was something that was infamous. It was used to great effect. It was very powerful, and it took a lot to overcome. But that's about the extent of what you know about it.
It's actually a lot, Kyler. I can't believe you knew all of that.
yeah, nice work.
I do a lot of reading. Since Pages and Ripley are gone, I don't have many friends. So, yeah, hit the books.
Right. Now.
Is she okay?
She does not seem to be okay, no. She seems to be unconscious. She's not hurt. She's not visibly hurt. She's not damaged or wounded or cut up or anything like that. She does have a couple of bruises, but she does have very strange outfit. Like you've never actually seen her before or seen anything like her.
Can I tell if she's been magically put to sleep or if she just sustained enough injuries that she's out?
And this would be give me a medical, whatever that skill is. Give me one of those.
Medicine.
Not super great. Oh, but 16.
It looks like she's just had some sort of jolt. And what the Sphinx will explain to you is that where she comes from, which we believe to be Barovia, has been winked out for a long time, several years. So what has happened to her, how she has ended up on the shore of this crystal pool, we don't know. And we don't know how long she's been unconscious. We don't know. All we know that she's been in that in-between worlds for a long time. And I think that's just going to take time for her to recover from.
Do we need to heal her, Ptolemy?
She's definitely been beaten and bruised up. You could give it a try.
Well, I can do it. I'll do
Boy,
it.
I'm pretty good at healing too. Oh, okay.
I mean, I can heal too if we're just all waving our healing around.
I can.
We can all heal here except for Kyler, but that's fine, Kyler.
I can do other stuff. I knew about the
You can
Inkhorn.
be healed.
Look, I'll do it. You save your spells, Ripley. It's all right.
You got it. Sure.
Okay, I'm feeling good. I'll just go over and just push her hair back off of her face and cast a Cure Wounds on her at level 1.
Okay. Just roll me the amount that you heal her.
It's 1d8 plus 4 for a total of 11.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So you see the bruises and marks on her face completely disappear. She kind of blinks her eyes a little bit. She's looking around, and you can tell her eyes are fairly unfocused. It looks like she may have had She probably has like a bruise under her eye and maybe a fractured cheek, and you could tell that she's maybe had some sort of concussion, which is very serious. I can tell you, it's very serious.
We're moving on.
Okay, yeah.
Calm,
She looks up at you, and she looks at the group, and she kind of blinks, and she kind of shakes her head, and she looks over at you, Derry, and she says, "The cassowary," and she blanks out again.
What? The cassowary?
Yes.
Does anyone know anything about a cassowary?
Oh no! Do we know what a cassowary is? Ripley, do you
It's
know?
It's like a bird. It's like a big bird.
Boy, I learned quite a bit in seminary, so maybe some of my some of that knowledge might help me.
Okay, absolutely.
Yes,
I'm
Ripley.
gonna see if I can recall. Using some of my Arcana knowledge. That's a 12.
Ripley, you do remember talk of a cassowary. You do remember actually a series of books that your father collected. He loved this series. The series of books was called Jacob Cassowary versus the Sturge.
So not a giant bird.
Well, unless Jacob is a giant bird, then maybe
Right.
not.
Here I thought my animal knowledge would come in handy, but
Well, maybe animals are different in Faerun than they are here.
it's
Hey,
possible.
a sturge could be really close to a sturgeon. We don't know.
It's true.
Not a bird either.
Right.
He said
That's
animal.
correct, Paige. Yes.
I think cassowary, though, knowing that it's a bird, I think, you know what? I think Derry should get inspiration for that, for just picking it out of the air as knowing that it's a bird. Even though, technically, no, it doesn't help him in this particular instance. But you know what? It always pays to increase your knowledge.
Because knowledge is power.
Yeah, because knowledge is power.
I
Okay.
said Derry was the man.
Yes. All
Thanks,
right,
Tyler. I
everybody
missed
can
you.
think about their favorite Schoolhouse Rock episode, and let's move on.
So it's
All
a
right.
book.
Yes. Now, Ripley,
Yeah, it is.
these were kind of a secret pleasure of your father's, because it was literary. It wasn't knowledge. So it was just these adventures of these Jacob Cassowary fighting his arch nemesis, the Sturge. The best thing about them, or one of the most interesting things about them, is that they only came out once every 10 years.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm familiar with the word. It's not from my seminary school. Oddly enough, this is it's a piece of fiction that my dad used to read, and it was about this boy, Jacob Cassowary, and he fought his arch nemesis, a Sturge. I really wish I read one of them. I didn't quite read one of them. They were slightly hefty and out of my reading level, so never really got into it. But
do you have the book here in this library?
I recall him talking about them.
I mean, we probably have it here because we have every book here.
Look for it.
Yeah,
I
every
don't.
book.
Oh wow, you have every book here. This library rules.
Every book that I've ever heard of.
Oh,
Beaconhold.
fair enough.
Let's go searching. This is my kind of day. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go find a book.
Yeah, how do you guys? Show me around. How do you organize your books? Do you have a system? Some kind of
Wait.
decimal system?
Is this what we need to do,
Get
Ptolemy?
ready.
Sorry, we get distracted by going to find books because that's our favorite. But are you going to look after this girl, Ptolemy? What happens to her?
I think the best thing is not to leave her for now. Now that you've healed her up, we're just going to let her sleep her off and see how she reacts over the next couple of days to things. But we may have you, Ripley, take her to your parents if we don't see her come around in the next couple of days.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that
Okay. Yeah.
Paige, you would notice, I think you've been away, is that there has been lots of building and reconstruction happening. Oh.
What else might you notice, Paige? You might notice that Derry is overwhelmed by a sense of magic from his bookmark. What happens, Derry? What number do you roll?
I roll a 10.
A 10?
Okay.
Your nose glows with an incandescent light. Concentrating on it, as I'm sure you would, you realize you can change its color. That's what happens, Derry. It's a little embarrassing, I'm sure. Onward, heroes.
Cool. You guys see my nose?
That is all I can notice now.
This is just another thing that's going to distract us from this hurt woman.
All right. So the Sphinx says that she's fine for now, but he needs you to explore what's happening with this cassowary. Remember, there's the other. Very good, Derry.
Nice.
Very distracting.
It's red, I see.
How literal of you. Click the green one. See if it turns green.
I don't. Oh.
Boy,
Perfect.
There we go.
we're never gonna play D&D now.
Yeah, let's not.
I do prefer it green. I'm gonna keep it green.
It would be. I would like. Here's what I'd like. I think we need to find out. Take these clues and figure out what's going on. We need to stop. There is an overwhelming sense of something coming. So we have midnight, we have ink, we have blood, we have the inkhorn, the bulbic inkhorn.
Do we have the horn here?
No, these are the words.
Oh.
When I say we have them, I'm saying these 5 words.
I'm with you. I'm keeping up. Keep
Right,
going.
so it sounds like we have until midnight to do something to prevent this horn from resurfacing, or the person who created it.
I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm going to look after this woman. I'm going to do some research, see what I can find. But in the meantime, go find out what's happening with this cassowary.
How do we get out of here?
The first step leads up to that seminar room. There's a small teleport. You go into that old ancient library you guys discovered, which has now actually been added. However, when you do leave, when you do take the teleport up, before you step out into the library, make sure there's no one in there, because I have to remain secret. The general population cannot know of the Sphinx. Not yet.
No, we'll block the door and we'll put up a sign or something saying don't go in here, it smells really bad, or something like that. We'll make sure nobody comes in.
Just the entrance itself. And remember, it needed your bookmarks to trigger. So no one can get here, but we just don't want anyone poking around.
Of course.
I was going to get really, really serious, and he's going to turn to his friends and he's going to go, let's go find a book.
Yeah.
Off we go! And Kyle's going to take off in a dead sprint.
I follow.
Bye, Ptolemy. See you later. We'll let you know when we find out.
Keep me posted as to what's going on.
We ran. I ran also dead sprint after Kyla. Come on, everybody!
Right. Now, as you all...
Derry, guide our search tonight!
As you all run up, you see Ripley is surging ahead and his legs have muscled up, and you see him just chugging and he's roaring ahead, and he's just whips by all of you, and he's first up the stairs and first into the library itself, and he's still semi-glowing.
Guys,
So,
I
Ripley,
feel fantastic. It's like I just drank a pot of coffee.
You look fantastic. Oh, don't throw up. That'll ruin the
Oh,
image.
it's fine.
So, Ripley, you can see out through the illusion of the books that blocks the gate, and there's no one visible in the ancient library that you guys have found. However, you see that there's been a new hallway, a new doorway added, so that you don't have to go up through the shop, the old shop again. You can just go straight up into the main floor of the library.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, guys, check this out. Has this always been here? Did we miss this the first time?
No, this is
It's all
new.
new to me.
Yeah. Remember there was that shopkeeper upstairs and she just like left, and then we just told her we were going to go deal with the work crew, and then we sent a digging machine up to... She's probably fine. Let's go this way. Let's
She's
never go
probably
to
fine.
that shop again.
Yeah, that area has been walled off, and now it is, it's actually been bricked off, and this area now is just another area of the library. So the library effectively has claimed this ancient library, and there would be some, a bunch of books spread out on tables, and you can see that everything's being cataloged and worked over.
So Kyler's going to go through the Rolodex Dewey Decimal System of his brain of growing up in Beaconhold, and going to go for C, Cassowary, G, Jacob, S, Sturge, and I'm going to take us to that non-fiction or fiction section.
Right. All right. So you head upstairs, you head up through the gates. You're behind the main entrance.
This is the closest thing I have to a mind palace.
And you get to, you figure out that it is on floor 17. It's also in the 17th aisle and on the 24th shelf.
Nice.
Now, fiction, as you all know, or at least the beacon holders know, is not seen as very high. You know, it's more of a
It's not
pastime.
respected. Is that what we're gonna say? Yeah, I know, and I love it. Mom and Dad always said no more than one fiction a day.
Yeah. So you have this surge still throbbing inside you, Ripley. You have this first roar of feeling and energy, and you can actually barely contain yourself to just walk. You feel like you should be running full speed.
Guys, did we check all of these shelves? Because I think we should check every single one of them. I just start ripping books off the shelves.
Okay.
Ripley, I love your energy, but now's your chance. Do some speed reading. And I toss him the book.
Perfect.
And I high five
I
Kyler.
just start.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What book did you just toss me, Kyler? It's
This is Jacob Cassoway versus the Sturge.
Oh, of course. And Ripley just like starts powering through the book, like flipping those pages.
Yeah.
This is very exciting.
this is good.
Reading
This
through
is the
that
best
book.
day of my whole week.
No, I'm like cleaning up after Ripley, like, oh my god, so sorry, just putting all the books back up on the shelf, and like Derry, like, I mean, we're usually a little bit, it's fine. This is yeah.
Oh, don't apologize. No, this place looks great. I love it.
He's not usually like this.
Oh.
Guys,
All right.
oh my goodness. I'm pretty close to finishing this book, but sorry.
All right.
It's
So
fascinating.
you get this roar of feeling, and you go through these books, and you're getting through. Now, what you will able to figure out very quickly, Ripley, is in the introduction to each of these books, they talk about Luvia Bloodmere. So Luvia Bloodmere is the author. This is her 10th and rumored to be final novel, and it is launching tonight. So, Kyler, your family has been to these book launches. They were there 10 years ago. They took you. You were quite young. You don't remember a lot of the details about it, but you know it's a very fancy dress-up ball. You have to wear a mask. You have to dress in the best clothes that you have, and the idea is you have to get everyone's given a signed copy of the Luvia Bloodmere novels. The last one was called Jacob Cassowary versus the Sturge in the Swamp. So you don't know what the secret title of this newest one will be, but you do know that it will be launched tonight at midnight.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right, so it sounds like we gotta go to a fancy party, you guys.
I love fancy parties. I haven't been to one in ages.
I never get
Sorry,
invited to them.
what exactly is a party?
Oh no.
Have you never been to like any kind of gathering, social gathering?
Like a congregation where we praise our mater.
Yeah, less solemn, less preachy, as you put it. You know.
Oh,
It's more for fun.
strange. So
Yeah.
so it's fun. So
Yeah.
what do you do? Just
Well, everybody gets a book at the end. That's the best part, is we all get to go home with a book.
Yeah,
Well,
I was pretty young at the time, but my mom and my dad were still together. They drank stuff that smelled bad, and we all talked about books. And yeah, it's pretty wild. Everyone wears a pretty sweet mask.
Now,
Okay.
the other thing about this party that you remember, Kyler, is that it's very exclusive. So you are going to have to wrangle for invitations or figure out a way to get into the party, because they're not going to let everybody in. Only the hoi polloi, the hoity-toity, get into this kind of party.
I see. Did my mom and my mom get invitations this year? My family's usually invited.
You don't know. They were invited in the past. You haven't been around. Oh, actually, no, you have been here. Yes, they did. Both of your
Nice.
mothers got invites.
Okay. And did they let me take both?
Well, you will have to ask them.
All right. Well, you gotta go. Honestly, guys, I didn't think Derry. I didn't think you'd come at this point in our relationship so quickly. But it is time for all of us to meet my parents.
Whoa.
Mum, I'm so excited. I haven't seen your mum in a long time. All right.
Well, we're a pretty motley crew right now. Derry's got a nose thing going on. Ripley's totally pumped. It feels like we're in pristine condition to meet my two moms.
I think I'll make a great impression.
Yeah.
guys, I for some reason feel like knocking more books off the shelves. Should I keep doing that?
Please don't.
Oh,
we
no.
should go.
Okay,
Wait.
Let's bring you to a punching bag or something.
Okay, all right.
If we're trying to get an invite to a party, ooh.
That's right. You cannot do that at the masked night. Okay.
So as he finishes reading
Alright.
all these books, you can spend all this time going back and you watch Ripley work very fast to like really quickly stack all the books, which you know is crazy because they're not supposed to put the books back. You're supposed to put them in the return bin. But Ripley doesn't care right now. He
just feel
is a
like, yeah,
cleric
if he-
on the edge.
If we tried to stop him, he'd like chop a finger off or something. So everyone just back up.
Yeah. And you finally, being able to refile all these books, Ripley, getting them all back in order just feels like 1,000,000 gold pieces. And you
Guys.
feel great.
That was fantastic. Oh boy.
Right. That's good. So this is like how a party makes you feel. So let's go right now.
Will there be a lot of reading?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ripple, I'm
Okay,
totally
Book launch
I'm
after
totally
all.
connecting with you right now. This is crazy. We've never shared this mutual interest before.
Right. All right. So now I believe, Kyler, your parents have quite a nice apartment, and they're fairly high up in their department, aren't they?
They do, yeah. My mom's a professor at the school here, and then my stepmom Janine is a classifier like I am, just higher up.
Right. All right. So so you know that you have a nice apartment. It's on the 12th floor of the Bibtek wing.
Right. This is my hood. I'll walk in. Mom.
Hello, Mrs. Bibtek. Hello.
Now, Paige, have you met his parents before?
Oh yeah.
I have to imagine.
Right. Yeah, and they probably met Ripley as well.
Yeah, we've
Yes,
known
I
Ripley a couple of
can't
years.
imagine they're as
Briefly,
familiar.
yeah.
But yeah.
Right. And Derry, you're up on the 12th floor of a building. It's a lot of glass windows. It looks out over this massive building. And what you begin to realize is that
What do you
happened.
begin to realize?
Not
We
in my
begin to
family
realize that Kyler,
home. No.
there is a squeak for you.
Oh no.
I just got home. I just got home,
You
Raj.
just got home. And roll.
I got a 14.
14. Thank you. Well, I think you'll make an impression. Your muscles grow like Popeyes. You're swole, Kyler.
Whoa.
Nice.
Mom, I need some chicken.
Onward, heroes. Yeah.
Okay, you know what, Raj? Actually, we're cool. This is an awesome entrance.
Wow.
So you go in. You walk in, and as you walk through the door, Kyler, you look down at your forearms. They're huge and tattooed, and you've got like anchors tattooed on your arms. Suddenly,
Nothing stronger than family.
yes, and your voice is kind of gone up a couple. Oh no, sorry, gone down a couple of octaves. So it's very
I'm always at my best when I'm in my home.
right. Yeah.
Mom! Mom!
Yeah, you have this big kind of huge walk, and Linda, your mom comes out and says, "Oh yes, oh dear, oh my, oh heavens to Murgatroyd!
What's
Look
up? I
at
brought
you,
guests. Yeah.
Oh, Kyler, I knew reading would be good for you. Oh, Paige and Ripley, good to see you. And hello there.
Hello.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Derry. It's very nice to meet you. I'm friends with Kyler.
Derry, you have a.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
all
nose.
right.
Yeah, my nose is glowing. I can change it. Do you prefer red? What color do you like? As purple.
Do you have anything like any other color? Purple.
Oh,
Purple would be
purple. This is
yes,
purple.
Kyler. Yes.
Stop making fun of my friends' noses. I'm feeling really confident all of a sudden now that I'm strong.
Okay.
Kyler, go
Well,
with it.
Well, Kyler, we're just sitting down to a quick dinner because we're going out to the party tonight and we're so excited. Do you guys want some dinner? We're having a spinach salad.
Oh,
I would love spinach, and I would advise everyone I know to eat their spinach.
All right.
Sounds great.
Okay. So
all right,
as
Patty.
yes,
Yeah,
you
we're
all-
gonna have a conversation at dinner.
right. Okay, as you take your plate, you like snap the plate because you realize you have this amazing strength that you have no control over, and every time you speak, you can see Linda and Janine wince a little bit as the voice sort of booms out, and they're kind of looking at you, and then they keep looking at Paige and Ripley, and they look back at you, and then they look over at Derry, and then they shoot an eye look to each other. So they're sitting kind of quietly as this sort of swole Kyler laces into his spinach every so often, going
This is new for me. Listen, Linda, Janine, here's the thing. Do you know anything about the inkhorn?
the inkhorn.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure that's what it's called.
Yeah, that was right. It's called the
Okay, great. Yeah, I
Hold
know.
Bullbeck
She looks-
Inkhorn.
Yeah.
Kyler, can you describe Janine for everyone?
Yeah, Janine is a tall dragonborn classifier who my halfling mother Linda remarried. She's definitely a lot more confident than Linda. She kind of like lifts Linda up quite a bit, and she's taught me everything I know about classifying. She is a light blue dragonborn, like a cyan.
That's right. And she looks over at Linda and she says, I have not heard of this Inkborn, but wait a moment. And she moves into your private library, and she comes back with this fairly hefty book. And you can see that the book itself is made with a very sort of sketchy, rough leather and heavy brass. And she is flipping through she says, oh, here, the inkhorn of Mortimer Bibtek. Bibtek inkhorn is a sign of danger that she looks like Bibtek would use his inkhorn to call up demons and other plane creatures. Why do you ask for this?
It's not that I'm asking for it. We just found a druid. We found a druid woman that laid some symbols in the sand and suggested that possibly the horn might make an appearance at midnight at the book launch. So we're looking for entry.
All right. So Janine looks over at Linda, and they look longingly over at their tickets.
Well, let me just say, Moms, I haven't had a good night out since I've grown up in a while. You only took me when I was a kid, and you've both been talking about how your jobs are making you so busy and you've never had a night in together in a long time.
And
Also,
definitely all of that interplanar travel that he got to do over to a completely different realm of existence doesn't even count as a night out. So he really...
No. And I also need 700 calories more to maintain muscle mass. So I gotta eat the small sandwiches.
Okay, so just roll me your persuasion.
It's not good.
But
it's not.
You can have advantage because it is your parents.
Okay, it's not too bad. It's +2. Let's see what happens. Come on, mommy dearest. That is a 16.
Ooh, 16. Oh, she says. What do you think, Linda? Shall we give the kids our passes? It is only fiction.
Linda's the pushover. Here we go.
Linda's like, oh well, these are only 2 tickets. These will only be good for 2 of you. But if you really want to go meet Luvia, I mean, you were so little when you first met her. You probably don't even remember her.
I'll get you a copy of the book, Mom.
Okay, so as you're handed over the tickets, you feel yourself sort of slowly return back to normal. And
awesome. Sorry for yelling earlier.
She picks up the broken plates and she's like, oh, no, that's all right. Kyler, now I want you to make sure that you take your vitamins because I'm worried that you hanging around the house here has made you look a little peaked. Again.
It's atrophy. Yeah, I haven't gone to the gym in a while. Kyler's never done any of this, but he knows a lot of gym jargon. Yeah, the traps and the zoids. Anyway.
Says, well, here you go. And as she hands you the 2 invites, a slip of paper slips out. And it is an invite list.
Ooh. How did you get that, Janine?
Yeah, why do you have this, Janine?
She says, I don't know. They always put the list. It's so that we can see how exclusive it is. And as you look down the list, it's all the heads of all the departments. It's the librarian's heads, the chief professor, the chief technologist, the chief maintenance people. Interestingly, 2 names that you notice are Ripley's parents are on that list, and Arnold, the head of maintenance that you guys
I was
worked
going to
with.
ask about Arnold. Okay, great.
Okay.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, Mom, I appreciate it. We do have to go acquire 2 more tickets. Thank you for the spinach. You know, we only have a couple hours if it's supper time, so we gotta kind of dine and dash. Is that okay?
Yeah, so busy. It's so lovely to see you, though. Linda, your hair looks so pretty. You must let me put a little braid in it sometime. It will be so nice.
I have not had a braid before, so I look forward to
Janine,
it.
I think she was talking to Linda.
Fine, I don't know that
Oh.
dragons really have hair, but don't worry about it. I'll do yours too, Janine. Don't worry.
Yeah, I would prefer to have a braid as well. If it needs hair, then we shall use some of Linda's. Ha ha ha!
Yeah, okay, that's not alarming. It's time to go, everybody.
Very nice to meet you both.
Okay, dress warm, and Kyler, make sure you have your toque on, because you know it's walking around inside can give you. You can get the grip. Don't get the grip, Kyler.
Oh, sorry, I should have asked. Do you guys have any masks?
Masks.
Yeah.
Mask. We. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can find masks quickly. Just a minute. And she sort of bustles off, and you hear her back. And she says, Janine, where was those masks we said? And Janine goes, we got rid of those. Anyway, turns out they don't have any masks. She goes, but if you need masks, really the only place you can go is the jerkin and needle.
All right, yeah, we'll go there then. Let's get
Yeah.
invitations first because we don't actually know if we're read them yet. But let's go.
It's on the mall level 3. Next to the food court.
Ooh, food court.
I hung out there all the time, alone. Okay.
I mean, the spinach was good, but I'm, craving some protein. It's fine.
Spinach is actually really full of protein and vitamins, so...
Well, I didn't know that.
It's fine. You knew what a cassowary was.
That's true.
We all get one thing.
Yes. All right. So you you head back into the teleporter, and you're heading back down to the main level. It's busy. What you do notice, Paige, you notice that there is a poster on the wall announcing the launch of the latest Jacob Cassowary versus the Sturge book starting tomorrow morning.
Not tonight at midnight.
Well, tonight at midnight is the launch party for the exclusive, but it's generally released tomorrow morning and will be available. And you can reserve your copies in the mall.
I see. Very busy. What's the cover page look like for the book? Is it nice?
Jacob Cassowary is this tall, thin fellow with glasses, and the Sturge on the cover is hidden in the shadow of a doorway, but seems to have a claw reaching for Jacob. And then Jacob also has a sidekick who's his little brother. His name is William Cassowary. But that's about all you know. You've never actually read any of the Cassowary books, just Cassowary and Sturge books.
For a library that really prides itself on non-fiction, there's an awful lot of hullabaloo about this book.
Well, as you're standing there looking, what actually happens is one of the guards comes by and rips down the poster that somebody has stuck up.
Oh,
Excuse me, what was that for?
You're talking to the guard?
Yeah.
So the guard comes, he comes up to you and says, what was what for there, fella?
The poster. It's not like fiction's illegal in Beaconhold. What's that for?
Oh, well, we just don't allow the posters for fiction to be put up in the library itself. I mean, if you want to go out in the mall and get it, that's fine. That's nothing to do with us. I'm just saying, here we're not going to have any fiction advertised in the library. If we decide to buy some, we'll do it, through proper channels. We don't think anybody should just be able to get fiction.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Awesome. All right, I'm done talking to you. Bye.
no, he's right. Because, why do we all need to own our own copies of books? When places like Beaconhold exist, there's just, every book you could ever imagine. Why do you need one for yourself? We can just share.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Never understood.
All right, so where are you off to next?
Well, I think that's the decision we got to make. Are we going to go to Ripley's parents?
Yeah, I'm so curious about this. Can I see this list for a second?
Yes.
And Ripley kind of like leafs through the list, and he's like, "All right, so it says here there's a whole list of people that are marked as going. There's a list of people marked as invited, and there's a list of people marked as interested. Huh? Strange. And my parents are on this interested list, and the interested list seems to be the longest one.
Yeah, probably means like.
Why do you think they marked every single one? Like they marked who's coming, who's.
I mean, maybe it's better to try and look at people who aren't interested and see if we can get their tickets from them.
And as you're sitting looking at the list, it changes. It shifts.
Whoa!
It's like live.
Oh, it is. That's so strange.
Yes.
My parents definitely marked as interested. So maybe
you can see the images of all these faces of all these different people sliding slowly up, and it's just slowly scrolling. And it's weird because this.
Something?
Sorry.
I thought Paige was going to ask a question.
Oh, I was just going to ask, what are your parents' names?
My parents' names are Jim and Kathy. Jim and Kathy Creed.
Jim and Kathy Creed. Very good. Salt of the earth kind of names.
Well,
good
names. You know, they're farmers, but
yeah.
This is strange. I mean, we could probably just go and talk to them. Boy, this guest list is so strange. It says here the organizer keeps sending messages to people asking them to confirm so that they can confirm with the caterer. What do you think that means?
The organizer is a Luandra de Mowbray. Luandra de Mowbray of Mowbray Select Press.
Ripley, I don't mean to cast aspersions, but...
Okay.
You know, Ptolemy was telling us that this is a party for the... No, it was Kyla was telling us this is a party for the hoi polloi of Beaconhold, isn't it? And I don't know your parents, but...
True.
I hope I don't sound rude, but it's...
Well, they're not... No, I totally understand what you're saying. They're simple farmers. They haven't even been in the city that long. We're refugees here. I mean, I'm not on this list. Why are my parents on the list?
So that's strange. And
maybe it's like an adult book.
All right. Well,
could be.
You're right. You're right, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure at what age adulthood starts in Beaconhold. I've always considered myself an adult, but
it does feel like it's a per person thing.
Per person, per ancestry, you know, all of that really changes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Kyler's not going to be adult for another 100 years, really.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. Listen, should we? Do you think that we can go get tickets from your? I mean, I don't want to take tickets away from your parents. I was fine to take it from my parents because I know they've been. But like, is this? Or should we talk to Arnold?
I have two questions.
Yeah, go.
Do they allow pets at this party?
Like the way you're thinking.
I do like the way you're thinking. Do I know
pets?
If they allow
I'm
pets?
not quite sure what you're thinking of. But...
Like a Chi-Chi, like a purse dog?
Yeah, a purse dog or whatever. I already know that Paige can turn into a tiger. Can he turn into other animals? Perhaps that can eliminate one need of an invitation. And my second question is, Kyler, if you sat on my shoulders and we put a trench coat on, do you think we'd look like one person?
Yes. Yes, I do think that.
Because then we only need the 2 invitations.
Right, and once we're inside, we can take off the trench coat and not be a purse dog or whatever.
Slip into a bathroom and, you know.
I was literally having the exact same thought, Derry. I was like, oh, I don't want to take Ripley's parents' opportunity away from them. That felt really mean. And also I was envisioning sort of Ripley wearing a really big hat and me being sort of some sort of squirrel nestled in amongst the decorations.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty good.
But I
So
suppose
what do we
we
think?
will still need masks for when we're inside.
We'll definitely need to get masks for all of us.
Have I seen animals there? Do I remember seeing animals there?
Roll me just a wisdom check.
Just like straight wisdom?
Yep.
10.
10. You do not remember animals being there. Now, you were 10 years younger than you are now, and you had lots of stuff going on. You were more focused on the canapes. But, yeah.
Right.
But I mean, you could Ripley's going to think.
Now, see, Ripley's already gone. He's just taken off to the party without you guys.
He's got the invitation, too.
Yeah. All right. So Ripley's heading off somewhere. He'll meet you back in a minute.
I'm sure he'll be back. What do you guys want to do? Why don't we go get our masks?
Yes.
And then we'll figure out our plan to get into the party.
Sure.
Sounds good.
All right.
Ripley, you blacked out for a spell, but we're all good.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get masks.
Perfect. I was just gonna say I really like the disguise idea, so let's go get our masks.
Okay.
You did a lot of speed reading, okay? He was tuckered out. Let's go.
That's true.
In general, I prefer a hijink over, just taking somebody's tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a hijink too. I never knew that could be singular,
Yeah.
but I like that.
I guess I didn't consider my parents' enjoyment, which says a lot about my privilege. Anyway, moving on. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, the party is a big party. All right. So you're going to head over to the Jerkin and Needle?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, here is the other thing that you will need, Tyler. This just occurs to you as you open up in the market, because what you need is you have to bring a gourd of light. So what this is a large gourd that's been hollowed out and a light put inside. And you have to carve the gourd so that the light can spill out. Now,
All right.
as you head into the market, you see two things. You see 3 or 4 temporary carts set up with a bunch of pre-carved gourds. And you see half a dozen gourd sellers where people are buying their own gourds. And then there's tables set aside where people can carve out their own shapes and things using the knives and things that made available.
Is
So
Darius
you have to pick up a mask and a gourd. Oh, Derry, no, I'm afraid that the light has worn off.
I was going to say we're about to get Derry a new helmet, but it doesn't matter.
All
All right.
there goes my nose.
Right. So, okay. Well, should we have to, I forgot to say this. We also have to go get one of these pumpkins and put a light in it, or a squash, or what, any of these gourds. So, we can all go do that. We can split up and get masks. What do you want to do?
I want to carve a pumpkin.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. So we'll go to the blank slate gourd salesman.
So it's just looks like it's an old gourd farmer, and he's got this huge kind of bulbous nose, and he's leaned up against his cart, and he's got like a stalk of grass hanging out of his mouth, and he says, "Well, hi there, fellas." And this,
I'm gonna kind of turn to Ripley and go, so I've never actually done this. Maybe you could talk to him because you know a lot about farmers.
Oh, you're muted.
Ripley, speak up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're whispering too quiet.
Sorry, I'm just
Yeah.
coming out of my daze.
hang on there, fella. And he pulls out like a long ear horn, and he leans in. Says, "All right, can you repeat what you just said? I didn't hear it."
Oh, nothing. Oh boy. I'm just here to chat about the usual irrigation systems and whatnot, and what you think of the annual rainfall that you've received this year so far. How was your crop this year?
My gourd crop was amazing, as you can see. Yes, young lady. I could...
Hi, my name is Paige. Is your name Gord, by chance?
My name is not Gord, I'm afraid. My name is Theophrastus, but you can just call me Theo. I have some gourds here for sale, though, if that's any consolation. And what fine gourds they are. We have spaghetti squash. We have the rare gourd of the blue nun. We have pumpkins. And we have my favorite squash. Yes?
Nobody talk. I want to hear this guy list off 3 more gourds.
3 more gourd. All right. We have Gordon Ivy. That's the green gourd. And then we have this little tiny one. I call this one Gourd Lightfoot. And then this one here, which you can see is blinking. I call him Flash Gourd.
That makes sense.
Gosh, I haven't seen a successful Flash Gordon crop in quite a while.
What?
This is
Thank you.
impressive.
You have an eye for gourd, I can tell there, young fella.
Yeah, I know my gourds, that's for sure. Do you have any ornamental gourds?
Well, if you don't eat them, they're all ornamental.
That makes so much sense.
That's some basic country wisdom there. What can I do for you? As you can see, I'm swamped, and there's no one else there. I'm swamped and busy, but I'd like to offer you all. You all need a gourd, because tonight, of course, is Liar's Night, and everybody needs a gourd to protect your secrets.
We each need an individual gourd?
You need an individual. Everybody needs their own gourd to protect their secrets, of course.
Protect
as you
our
know.
secrets. I'm new. I'm from out of town. What do you mean by protect our secrets?
Well, it's a tradition. It's more of a custom, really. That when you on Liar's Night, you write down a secret and you put it in your gourd, and then when you light it, your secrets are safe up until the moment your gourd goes out. So you have to make sure your gourd is kept bright and shiny until midnight, and then you make a show of blowing out your gourd, and your secret is granted. That's what they say, anyway. Now, of course,
so it's like a secret wish? Oh.
But you know what they also say?
Oh, no.
They also say it is time for Paige to give us a roll.
All right, new dice.
Squeaked.
This is your big debut, new dice.
Oh, new dice.
I'll roll again. We've had a 12. Just do
Did
it.
we have a 12 today?
Yeah.
Come on, new
They
dice.
roll with advantage.
I rolled a 10, which we have also had today, yes?
They roll with double advantage.
Those dice are
garbage.
Dice
Let's
tell
go
their
past. You guys, I rolled a 2.
Yay. Which could be good.
No, that's the one that we also rolled. Isn't it?
No.
No.
I got a 14.
Oh, okay. Phew. I thought.
That would have been pretty cool, though. If you rolled all 3, we already rolled.
Yeah, that means we get all 3 powers.
So, Paige, your hands grow strange suckers that excrete a sticky web-like substance.
Ugh.
You don't know what it'll do. Onward, heroes.
All right.
Something's happening.
Will that help you with your gourd carving, do you think? Or hinder it?
A great idea. Okay, well, we'll need to choose a gold, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The biggest one I can see.
All right. So the biggest one is this bright yellow sort of oblong spaghetti squash.
Delicious. I grab it.
Okay. All right.
I'd love to take the gourd Lightfoot.
Okay. All right. The gourd Lightfoot is a little tiny one. It's gonna be really tricky for you to
Right.
pick up, but
It's probably cheap though, right?
Yeah, it's because of the thing for sure.
Yeah. Ripley knows his gourd, so he's enamored with these Flash Gordons. He's going to pick one up.
All right. So the Flash Gordon, they come in two. One is not fully ripe; it's flashing green, and the other one is fully ripe; it's flashing yellow. And there's more of the ripe ones than the unripe ones, if that makes any difference. To you.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take a ripe one, I think.
Okay,
Great. I'm gonna take the Gordon Ivy.
all right. So the Gordon Ivy is very sort of pumpkin-like, but it has several long strands that sort of wrap around you, and there's actually 3 small gourds that sort of dangle. And as you pick it up, it sort of wraps around your hands.
Nice.
All right. So he looks over and he says, "Well, let's see now. The Flash Gordon there for my favorite fella. I can let you have that for let me see, 10 silver pieces. The big spaghetti squash is 8, and the other 2 are 5. So altogether, that's 28 silver."
Derry, I'll buy your gourd as a gift as welcome to Beaconhold.
Oh. Well, thanks, Kyler.
Yeah.
I also don't know if I have your currency here, so.
I'll be
That's
honest.
right.
I don't either. Let's do it.
Is there a money exchanger somewhere that I can?
I don't know of a money changer here. We use fairly all standard coins, but I'm sure if you ask around in the main area of the mall.
Well, Kyler's gonna treat me here, but I'm just thinking in the future if we need to buy a mask or a trench coat. Anyway, thank you.
A mask or a trench coat.
Oh,
That
yeah.
Sounds like you're off on an adventure.
Nope, just normal shopping, normal everyday shopping.
We're going to a party.
All right,
And we all have tickets to it. So yeah.
right. All right, so he nods and he wishes you well. And you guys head over to the carving spot, or are you going to carry the gourds over to the mask place?
Let's get our masks. Why not?
We have to carve them, but we don't have to carve them here, right? We can do it wherever we want.
Sure, they just have knives and candles there. Otherwise, you have to go find knives and candles.
I take a knife out of my belt.
Oh,
Don't we all have knives?
I have axes. Do you think I could carve with this axe?
Yeah, your little tiny thing. Now, Paige, here's the problem. When you try to reach in and pull out, your hands seem to be stuck to your gourd. So I just need you to make a strength check to see if you can pull your hand off the gourd.
I have a -1 on my strength, so a 3.
All right, so you're stuck holding your gourd.
Pedro,
Do you need a hand? Do you want me to?
No, I'm fine. Let's. I've changed my mind. I think we should go get masks.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's
Let's
go.
do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold this tightly.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm stuck to it, you guys. I'm totally stuck. I can't let go.
Can I try and help her?
Gosh.
Yeah, try and pry her off.
Yeah, she can make one more check with advantage this time. Still with the -1, of course.
Roll with advantage. It's
Yes.
a 16. It's a 16.
A 16? All right. So you are able to pull your hands free, and you can see that your hands have these large suckers all over the base of them.
I drop my squash.
Oh, all right. Well, whoever's helping you catches your squash.
We both do. It's very
Help,
big.
Derry. I'm not
I got
strong
it. I got it.
anymore.
I got it.
I carry it to the mask store, not using my hands, just balancing it.
All right.
All right, let's go to. It's called Jerk and Ink. Jerkin Needle.
Jerkin and needle.
Oh, Jerkin. I see. Okay.
Jerk and needle.
When you
Jerkin.
the way you both say it, it sounds inappropriate, but it's
That is why I clarified. Yeah.
really not.
Same.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right. So there is, as you get over to it, you see this older fellow sitting on the side of the thing, and he's sort of squinting at people, and he's like, as people walk by, he kind of laughs and mutters and writes down something to himself, and then he sees someone else walk by, and he looks them up and down, and he writes something, and he's sitting outside of his store, and he sees you guys coming up, and he's looking at all of you, and he says, yes, what can I do for you? Obviously, something quite a bit, I imagine. Is that right?
What? As in, you can do a lot for us? What does that mean?
Well, I work as a tailor for most of the time. Tonight for the big party at the thing and Liar's Night celebration, I have costumes.
Yes, we are looking for masks
and a trench coat.
We have a trench coat, but that's fine.
Great.
You need a trench coat there, fella.
Yes, please.
And he writes that down.
Oh,
it's for a really tall friend of ours.
yes.
very tall. Yeah.
Imagine me, but like about, my friend Kyler here's height added. Like just that's about how big the person our friend is.
So
It's good that I'm here for scale. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really handy.
All right, so I see. So you want an extra long trench coat,
Yes.
and what else can I get for you?
4
Masks.
masks.
All right, come inside, and he sort of gets up, and he's kind of jittery, and he's a little bit unsteady on his feet. He's got very, very spindly legs, and as he sort of walks in, the legs are sort of holding him up even properly, but he gets all the way in, and he looks back at you, and he gestures at his wall of masks. So you guys can take a poke through and tell me what kind of mask you're thinking about, because you see everything. You see different kinds of creatures, you see plants, you see fantastical creatures, you see basic, very basic sort of human looking. Some of them look dwarvish. So there's all sorts of different types and styles. So let's start with the young lady there in the strange outfit. What can I get for you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say strange.
I made it myself,
Strange, homemade. What can I get for you?
Well, what do people normally wear? Do they wear is the purpose to disguise who you are, or to make yourself look more intriguing?
For the Liar's Night, the custom is to hide your face so that you can do things that you wouldn't normally do. That's why you don't want to set up any kind of contract or deal during Liar's Night, because you don't know who they are.
That's oddly prophetic advice. Thank you, shopkeep.
I feel like I should.
It's the custom for Liar's Night evening. It's no one's held accountable for themselves while their mask is on.
I like it.
I do like that.
Fascinating.
Do you want some gloves for your hands?
Oh,
No, what's wrong? Oh, because I'm not using them to hold this squash, you mean?
Yes, I assume your hands are very delicate.
Covered in
No, in
suckers.
fact, they are very strong. But I don't know. I like animals quite a bit. Do you have anything in particular that animals?
Yes, the third row there shows our full range. We have a bunch of different farm animals. We have some animals from the forest, and we have some fantastical animals on the end there. All very ornate.
Yes, very ornate. Not a very ornate person. I don't. I'll take just that one. Third in on the shelf there. Whatever that. What is that animal?
This one here is a pig.
Oh, I'll take the pig. Sure. That's wonderful.
And he says, all right, hold on. And he sort of measures your head, and he snips it a little bit, and he tightens it up, and then he takes it and he plops it on your head.
Great. Thank
Whoa.
you.
And he looks at it, and he adjusts the ears, and he says, yes, that looks, yes, that's one of my finest pigs, I must say. And he writes down finest pigs. And you there, burly guy, Mr. well-dressed, civilized barbarian guy.
Derry, it's you.
You, Derry.
I didn't want to, assume anything. I mean, I like animals too. I saw as soon as I came in, I saw the mask I wanted. It's that one right there.
So he looks over and he says,
"Are you sure you want that one?"
Oh yeah. That one speaks to me. There's something about it. Something about it speaks to me.
This is one of my pièce de résistances.
Yeah, that's great.
Resistance.
Yeah, I do want to resist it.
And he sets it down on your head, and he adjusts it so it works. It fits just so, and then he fits the mouth around it, and he says, how's that look? It looks like. Are you happy with it? You might look like you're a little.
Yeah, are you happy with that, Derry?
I don't know if you should smile to anybody. Maybe don't smile. Yeah, that's better. That's better.
It kind of breaks my heart when it breaks my heart when you're sad, actually.
It's so immersive.
Yes.
This is cool, guys.
It's very detailed. It's as you can see, it's responsive. And then he looks over at you, Mr. Halfling fellow there. What would you like to look at? What would you like?
Kyler is racked with guilt from taking these tickets from his mom's now. So I'm gonna see if I can find one that Linda wore. That what I best remember that Linda wore. I think that one says Diva. That one.
He says he goes, Diva, you'd like to be the diva? The diva? All
Yes.
right, that is one of my fanciest ones. It's very appropriate if you are off to a fancy a gown. Just a minute here, and he gets a whole set. There's several pieces, and he gets them all sorted out, and then he layers them on you. You see his hands going. The rest of you see his hands going around Kyler, and then suddenly Kyler appears.
Oh.
Old diva.
Oh,
That's nice.
wow.
It's very, very beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah, this is Linda. The bow has invisible properties, which is nice.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I'll hold my head like this from now on.
It looks very natural when you do that. So.
Good. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
What am I thinking about?
Yeah. What happens when you open your eyes, though, there, fella? What if you open your eyes up?
I'm afraid
Yes.
that they are open. That's kind of the worst part.
Oh, well, that's all right. Okay, that's. I'll give you a discount on that one. That'll be fine. Listen, Mr. Fellow, let me get a. What would you like? You and he sort of scowls you up and down. You look like you're a religious type. So you try to contact different planes. Is that right?
Well, I mostly really just talk to one deity, who I've entrusted all my faith in. But I'm just so blown away. Please, never seen anything like this before in disguise, and so just the simplest things are blowing his mind. He's like, are those spectacles with two different color lenses on them?
And he goes,
so
yes, these are multi-dimensional spectacles. They allow you to see onto other planes of existence.
What?
And then he leans into this. Not
so
really, but it's not the case. These are one of our dollar specials, single gold piece specials.
Okay.
Here you go. And he slips them onto your head and adjusts them so that you see. And he goes,
"Oh, whoa."
Now, the amazing thing about these is that anything you see, and it looks like it's getting closer and farther away. Closer and farther away.
I'm going to lean into the shopkeeper and go, hey, man, clearly he's the most impressionable, right? So lay off, okay?
No, this is what they will do. They will see things in other dimensions. The 3 dimensions of time and space and the other 2, or the other 1. Never mind.
Oh, dear.
I feel like we're being taken for a ride here, everybody.
Yeah, I bet my stepmom didn't even wear this.
Let's just...
I think
I like
you
mine.
all look magnificent. Here, and he holds up a mirror so you can each see what you are all looking like. He goes, there. Now, I have these on special. They're 1 gold piece for the multi-planar glasses. It's 2 gold pieces for the farm animal, the piglet, and the diva, and it's 3 gold for my amazing life's work, the boxer.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is your life's work?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
It's very good.
indeed.
It's very good.
You must be so proud.
I love that boxer. I tell you what, for 1 gold piece, you can rent it for the night and bring it back in the morning.
Oh, that sounds good. I'll do that.
Yes, these are the ones I don't need back. But my boxer,
Got it.
I need back.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
fair. I totally understand.
5 gold pieces then for everything?
Yeah. Yes. All right, 5, because you are such an
That's what I
adorable...
I thought you
Yes.
might have said that. All right. I'll give him
Yes.
5 gold pieces.
Excellent.
Happy Liar's Night.
And happy Liar's Night to the 4 of you. Good luck on your adventure. Oh, you also needed a cloak. You wanted a trench cloak.
Oh, right.
Don't forget the trench coat for our friend, our very tall friend.
Right. And he says, I'll throw that in for 5 silver.
Oh, great.
That's a standard item. And here is a 2-for-1 for any other night for any of our regular clothing. We have a promotional.
Thank you.
All right, I'll put it on your invitation, and on your invitation you see an ad pop up for jerkin and needle now on your.
How many? It's all of a sudden in Beaconhold, like there was that poster, and now
What happened?
what's happening here?
So commercial.
I just assumed it was normal.
It's a bit weird, honestly.
All right.
All right, so as you all are now fully kitted up,
I feel
oh, you have to carve your gourds, and now as you look at your hands, they've faded away.
good.
So we're gonna take a 10-15 minute break so you guys can carve up your gourds, and we'll be ready to hit the party when we come back.
Right.
MC?
I'm here. All right. Wow. Thank you. You guys look fantastic. You look terrific. And I'm so glad that this is how we are wrapping up Act 1. What will the exciting conclusion be? Where will you wear these masks? Will the whole trench coat operation work? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. We are going to take a short break, but shall return here for Act 2 in about 10 minutes. So see y'all soon. Onward, heroes.
Ah.
Hey, we're all coming back. We're gonna get Calvin back in the room. There he is, yay. So now that we've got our party all together, welcome back to Pages and Mages with the D20 Initiative. We're in the middle of the episode titled Pulp Fiction Liar's Night, and Act 2 is about to begin. This is a friendly reminder that our 4 volunteers all have another squeak reloaded at their disposal for this act. However, the effect will be the same one that occurred in the first act, so keep that in mind for your squeaks and show us your skills with timing. Well, enough from me. Let's get back to partying. Onward, heroes.
Hi, Jen.
Thank you, Jen. All right, so you guys are all fully outfitted. you have your gourds. Oh, just tell the group, tell everyone what you have carved on your gourd while we are on break.
I carved in the traditional Nightford emblem, which is a like a moon over top of a like a fortification kind of thing.
Wow, very detailed.
Yes.
Very
yes.
nice. That's very good work too, considering your gourd's only about a couple of inches in diameter.
That's right, and I was using a hand axe, so.
And you were using a hand axe. Plus, you had your dog face on.
And yeah, in reality, it just looks like a circle, but like in my mind, it's definitely
which is the most important thing. You got a little tiny candle in there. Kyler.
I drew a portrait of Janine. I'm honoring Linda in this way, and Janine with the gourd. I am racked with guilt, and I will have a tough time at this party. So now I need to get them a book.
Excellent. Ripley.
I carved these extremely detailed hands that have been bound and are bleeding. Yeah. It's the symbol of Phil Major.
Dark.
Right.
Okay.
Just no context.
Yeah. Dehandify. And Paige, our Mrs. Pig. Ms.
I drew two sphinxes rampant on a back to back. One is a lion and one is a tiger.
Okay, excellent.
Nice.
I was hoping you'd go for the Charlotte's Web, some pig kind of approach, but you know what? That's two griffins rampant is good too.
I've never read
Never mind.
that. But...
You never read Charlotte's Web? Well,
Yeah,
we're going to do that right after this. Well, I can act that out.
Is frowned upon.
Right. Okay, so first of all, I just need everyone to roll me a 20-sider, please.
It's never good when the DM asks and we don't know why.
How do you want us to report?
We'll just go with Kyler, so I see him at the top.
4.
Okay. And then Paige.
10.
And then Derry.
14.
Okay. And Ripley.
I rolled a 19.
All right. We'll start with you, Ripley. Just roll me now a 6-sider.
Different type of dice.
A 6.
A 6. Excuse me. So that mask you are wearing allows you to cast the druidic cantrip. Sorry, the Druidcraft cantrip every 10 minutes.
Oh.
So just take a minute and review that spell, but it's something that will happen while you have the mask on.
Do you have to cast it?
No.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's good.
Just constantly flower.
Oh my god, I know that spell.
Flower. Derry,
Yes.
roll me a 6-sider.
6. I rolled a 1.
All right. While you're wearing your boxer mask, you have dark vision out for 60 feet.
Awesome.
Nice.
Paige,
Yes, a D6?
please.
4.
Your pig mask allows you to have advantage on all performance and persuasion checks while you wear it.
I feel really dumb wearing this mask, you guys, but
For some reason, I think you're rocking it.
Looks good.
Yes, you're definitely rocking it. Kyler.
I'm also a 4.
Kyler, you have advantage on all strength ability checks.
This makes sense thematically for this episode.
Yeah.
Nothing stronger
Because-
than a diva, baby.
Because the divas are very
Full diva.
powerful, you obviously are rocking that.
Kevin,
So
it was
in addition to
The fierce.
performance and persuasion?
Yes,
Sorry, strength checks or strength saving throws?
strength checks.
Thank you.
Right.
All right. So you have your masks on. You are fully outfitted. You are set up with your gourds. Everyone currently doesn't have suckers on their hands. You are ready to head off to the Bloodmire suite.
Okay, so, do we think that this trench coat plan is going to work out?
100%.
I mean,
Absolutely. It sounds foolproof.
Yeah, I have no reason to believe it won't.
I can't think of a single way that it could go wrong.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. The group is instilled you with confidence.
Okay, so just tell me what the plan is again.
Okay, so Kyler's going to get on my shoulders, put on the trench coat so I'm hidden. He's going to use one of the invitations using one of your mom's names.
That's right.
Because there is a guest list too.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, bloody hell, I was supposed to get Ripley a hat so I could hide in it.
I mean, the shop's right there. We can still go get one.
No, I don't like that guy.
Okay.
You could hide in my bow.
You could literally hide in, like, my gourd, and I can hold that underneath the trench coat.
That's a pretty good idea.
Oh my
But
god,
wait,
you
how-
raise a
but
good
how-
point.
Yeah, how do we get...
Yeah, okay, so I've got this really, really big pumpkin,
All right.
and yours is very small.
We didn't think the gourd part through,
Yeah, I
did we?
didn't really think that.
Well, okay, so now 1 second. So if you have this big gourd,
Yes.
why don't we put Derry's mini gourd and my not blinking gourd into your gourd? And
Perfect.
we got 2 gourds, 2 tickets.
That's great. Okay,
Alright.
and then
Foolproof.
I will turn in. Oh, I turn into
What-
a weasel.
A weasel?
Yes,
A weasel?
yes, and then I just sort of. I still have a pig mask on
No, this is going to be fine. I feel like this is fine.
because when I turn into an animal, all of my equipment just becomes part of me. So I'm wearing a pig mask as a weasel.
I'd like to see that acted out, actually.
It looks like this. And I scurry up Ripley's up his front and just curl up around his neck like a little.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Oh,
This-
it's like a
like
costume
a
piece.
stole,
Yeah.
Sure.
like a low-end mink stole, because it's with a weasel.
Yes. Well, I don't know much about minks.
Are pets allowed to this party?
You don't.
I'll be
know.
honest, I don't remember. So I think we'll have to like find a bathroom, turn her back, and put on her mask.
Yeah,
Sure.
I sort of feel
Either-
I pretend to be dead.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
going to say
oh my God.
either that or just pretend to be a scarf and everything's fine.
Yeah, perfect. 1 second, that would be great. Come on my neck for a second.
Excuse me?
Oh,
I'm the
perfect.
diva.
It's true.
I need a mink scarf.
Yeah.
And then Ripley.
Kyler, I'll just get you to roll me an intelligence check.
Yeah, let's hope this is going to be good. Just straight intelligence?
Yep.
7. You were saying?
All right. I wasn't saying anything.
That's
Turns
what I
out
thought. It's all
you had a
perfect.
fleeting thought, but it's gone now because you were thinking more about getting your diva dressed up.
This is all good. Yeah, perfect. Great. All right, let's head out.
Okay, so just give me a snapshot of what everyone's doing.
So I believe that Derry is holding the large gourd with mine and Derry's gourd in it.
Okay,
we
but
have
that's
it
under the
lit.
trench coat?
No, because you do have your gourd.
Right,
Gary's
but I
under
shouldn't
the
have my
trench coat.
arms.
Yes, you should, because I'm on your neck, so I can't be your arms.
No, you're your arms. We're one person. I'm the legs, you're the arms.
How? All right.
Okay, let's back up a bit from the main entrance so they're not watching all of
Oh,
this.
yeah, no, we're definitely not at the main entrance.
Oh yeah. We haven't even made it there yet.
Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
turn to Paige and go. So, do you want to be a scarf, or do you want to just hide in Ripley's outfit? And look towards the person that you want to be on. I won't be offended.
I look to Kyla.
All right, sweet. It sounds
Yeah.
great.
I think the dead mink thing is really good.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think Ripley's just normal. Ripley's just normal.
This is perfectly great. I'm glad that the three of you have formed some sort of bizarre Voltron disguise. But yes, I'll just go by myself.
I would have never watched Voltron if it looked like this.
Yeah, this is almost like Kyler Prime, right? All different.
Why is Ripley just normal as Linda? Like, oh god. Anyway.
Well,
all right.
That's what I was gonna say. Shouldn't he use like his parents' name or something to get in? I'm worried about them asking like, "What's your name?" on the guest list, right? Even if you have an invitation. Does the invitation have a name associated with it? Like,
well, I can tell you our names. I will be Linda Bibtek, and you, Ripley, are Janine Bibtek.
Okay.
Which is not her original name, but she took it, which is great.
Yeah. Yes.
Great.
Excellent.
Foolproof. Like I said, foolproof.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, there's a long line. There's sort of a few carts showing up, and people are getting out. They're all very elegantly dressed. You see some very ornate costumes. The door to this apartment. Good for you, Paige. Stay in character. Stay in character, Paige. The the door to this particular set of apartments is quite ornate. There's a footman who's helping people out, and you see that there's these grand doors are open, and there is a growing display of gourds lined up just inside the windows. So all the windows have shelves all along it, and there's gourds being added in bits and pieces. So as you wait, you slowly move up to the front. You get up to the front there, and there's a fellow looking at you, and he says, "Yes, invitation, please, madam."
Yes, hello. Where are the Bibteks?
Yes, I see it. All right. So, Kyler, I'll just get you to make me a dexterity check to see how well you stay on his shoulders.
Can it be strength? Isn't it like, aren't I like gripping with my knees and like quads?
Oh, I see. Sure, let's go with that. Absolutely.
And also, I mean, and if we're being everything, I'm technically holding the gourd. Derry's holding me on, and he's stronger than all hell.
Right.
Okay,
let's just see how the first check goes.
That's athletics?
That would be an athletics check, you bet.
It also should be noted, I can't see Kyler, so you need to make sure you kind of direct me, like, talk out loud, like, "Oh, I'm gonna walk this way now." Because
that's right, yeah. which I will absolutely do.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a reminder, I get advantage on this because of my diva mask.
Yes, obviously.
That's a 13.
All right. So you're able to stay on. You reach over and you pass him, and you see him look up at you, and he says, "Yes, that's very, very good. I must say I appreciate the very tall diva that you appear to be, madam."
And it's nice to be powerful.
Yes.
I'm gonna look down at this tiny man.
And he goes, "Oh, yes, of course. I wasn't saying anything untoward. I hope you can get your book, and Luvia will be here shortly. The books are this way." So
nice.
So he leads you in.
I'm gonna go northwest right now.
Okay. All right. So just roll me one more dex check, and this is definitely a dex check.
For me?
Should that be me? Because I'm the one walking?
No.
Okay.
It's Kyler.
Okay.
Just dex?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 12.
Okay. So you sort of bang your head on the thing because you're about 2 feet tall.
There are problems to being tall, right? Because Kyler is a halfling, so he's not used to being this high.
I grip you to the neck.
I grab my shoulder also. I grab my neck.
I hold on with my little claws.
You You can see the mink, the weasel is all like tightened up. Oh,
Linda's neck starts bleeding. This party's getting started.
Yeah. All right. So what happens is you go into this sort of atrium area or sort of pre-area. There's a table. There's two fellows taking gourds, and then you can see a sort of a tapestry, and then it opens up into sort of this grand ballroom area inside. So they come up, and you see this quite heavy-set, half-orcish woman. She's got quite an elegant gown on, very low cut, and she has this sort of very vibrant blue eyes, and you see her skin sort of turns blue and then green and then pink as it sort of strobes through the rain things. And she minces up and says, "Darlings, I must have your gourds, because look at my creation. Look at what I've been building."
It's absolutely gorgeous. I just need to go to use your facilities right away. It's an emergency.
But you don't. What about your gourd?
I'll be right back. I promise. I have to go.
I just
now.
start walking.
And I believe they're to the left here.
Okay. All right. And she says, "All right. Well, make sure you come back with them, because the display is very precisely designed.
It's pristine." Okay.
All right. And Ripley, are you going to pass her your gourd?
Sure. I'm gonna go with them, but here you go, and I gourd at her.
You toss the gourd? She goes,
Yeah.
Oh, careful, darling. You don't want the flame to go out. And she takes it and she goes off. And you see her place it and then step back and then place it again. And she places it all very, very nicely. So you guys go into the restroom area, and do you all like disconnect?
I shake out of my wild shape.
We'll find a stall and just.
Yeah.
I don't wait.
Voltron.
I don't wait to get off of Kyla's neck before
I'm feeling very strong in this mask.
All right, I eat back into me, and I'm still draped around Kyla's shoulders.
That's right. And now Soup and Tip. Oh no, Kyler's extra strong right now, so he can hold you up no problem.
Wow.
I feel like sitting on Derry has made me stronger.
This is amazing, Kyla. Can you put me down though? Sorry.
Derry, help!
Oh yeah, here, I'll help you.
An arm comes out of the jacket.
Yeah.
Where?
All right.
Where did
So you guys are all going to stand into your regular outfits then, your regular costumes.
Yes.
Yes.
And things. All right. And what are you doing with the long trench coat?
Flush it.
Well, do we think
Oh.
that Kyler should still wear it, but maybe could we like cut the bottom part off so it's because they've seen you come in?
I don't know if they're fooling. Well, okay. Now this might sound crazy, but you could wear the trench coat, and we could switch masks.
Oh,
Only in that they haven't seen our faces, right?
that's true.
That's just a possibility. I also think flushing it. I don't know how the plumbing is here. It's very old.
Flushing's. I don't know if flushing's a good idea. Is there a window we can throw it out?
We can
that's
shove it in the
Yes,
pumpkin.
it's-
Yeah. What's the bathroom situation look like here?
Yeah.
Well, there's no flushing yet for about 500 years.
Right.
Oh,
But there
bummer.
is a pit. There is a hole that you can use. You could toss it down the hole.
Throw it in the hole.
Perfect.
In the hole.
Or
Nobody
there's...
looks in there.
All right. All right. I think that's
Um,
probably going to work out better than you guys switching masks, because I'd like to see how that works. I'd like to see that work out.
We
Bit
can
of time
absolutely figure it out. I'm gonna use. If it's just a hole filled with stuff, I'm going to use prestidigitation to soil the coat to kind of camouflage it.
Ooh, gross smell,
No.
Kyla.
Incredible.
It's just like dirt. All right.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know.
reverse clean.
It's like a magic. Yeah, I can use it to clean or soil an object.
I use Druidcraft to grow flowers on top of the poo that Kyla
No,
just
that's gonna look suspicious.
Well, what you did was gross.
Fine.
All right,
I
so
don't want to
we're-
argue in the bathroom anymore.
Composting, and you hear a knock going, is anyone in there? I really have to go.
All right. We're
Oh,
all coming out.
I'm sorry, we didn't realize it was a single
Sorry,
stall.
yeah, this was a private meeting.
Right.
Oh, walk past this lady.
And we'll also unload our gourds from the big gourd.
All right, so everyone's carrying their gourds, and you head over back to the half-orcish woman.
Yes.
All right. And she says, I see so many of you snuck past. I've been so busy building my creation. That's a flash gourd. My God, I must have it. Excuse me. She grabs that one and she says, I'd like the variety. You were all darlings for all your variety. And then she takes it and has been building this big display. And people are starting to stand by and look. And everyone says, this is Matilda. Matilda. And everyone echoes, Matilda. And you realize that she's a gourd artist.
Matilda, can you tell me again what happens if our gourd goes out?
Because if your gourd goes out, your mask will disappear and everyone will know who you are, so don't get caught.
That's awesome. I love parties. Okay.
Wait, why are we here?
Wait, didn't we
I was
come...
about to ask the same question. What was our
You're
plan
asking
once we got in?
No,
You're asking Matilda, or are you asking your party?
I'm asking my
let's
friend.
go to a corner.
Because Matilda has a deep answer. Right. So go ahead.
We're here. I'm going to bring in Matif from the huddle and go, right, so we're here because we think that the new book... Matilda, get out of the huddle. The new book of the new James Cassowary book has something to do with the Druid's appearance and the inkhorn returning.
Right.
And we know Midnight, Ink, Blood, and Bulbeck.
Yes.
And who's Bulbeck again?
He's the one who
Bulbeck
made
is the guy that
inkhorn.
made the inkhorn, yeah.
And the inkhorn could summon a demon, probably.
Oh no.
Right. It's still not a lot to go on.
So I guess, actually, Ripley, what would be great is if we could get a hand on one of your book and you could do some more of that speed reading and see if there's any clues.
Well, didn't we pick up one of the books when we walked in here?
Yeah,
Not yet. There's a table of the publisher.
Let's
and
go now.
she's
Let's go right now.
passing.
Yeah, let's go to books. Go get our books.
Yeah, let's go get a book.
And also keep your eye out for any suspicious people. I know that's going to be hard in masks, but if someone, I don't know, has fangs or horns or anything demonic underneath their masks, tell me what's up.
All right. So as you get over to the table, you see Luanda de Mowbray. She is an ace. So she's a mechanical being. She has 8 arms, and she is quickly passing books out to everybody that comes by. And she's saying, thank you for coming. Thank you. And yes, it's good to see you. Todd, I haven't seen you since I don't know when. And these people. And she goes, I don't, my goodness, you have good disguises. I don't know who any of you are, but here are some books. And she quickly passes you each a hardcover book.
Is Luvia coming?
Yes, Luvia will be here. She will be here just before midnight because she likes to make the grand entrance, of course.
All right. There's no chance she'd show up any earlier, hey? Has she ever been known to do that?
Who can say for sure? And she may be here already for all I know, because look at everyone. It looks so crazy, huh? And she sort of telescopes up about 15 feet, and she goes, can you believe they're using that for the canopy? And she goes, excuse me, and she heads off.
There's canopy here?
Yes, I look at Derry. I'm like, I never saw any aces when we were in Candlekeep, but we have those here.
Yeah.
I don't think I know of them. As far as I know.
Dang.
They're great.
I was more excited about the canapé than the ace, honestly.
Oh,
but
yeah, sure. The
That's crazy. This is a whole mechanical person.
well,
Yeah.
I'm a simple man.
And by the way, in the corner, playing the tango you guys are hearing currently, is a whole ace. It's like a quartet, but each ace is playing 2 or 3 different instruments, and one of them, while playing instruments, is also leading the little band. And you can see that there are groups of people dancing. Now, in the room itself, as you go into this main room, there is 2 doors to the right, and a door and an archway to the left, and then, like I said, a big sort of fancy tapestry at the far end.
Right.
And in the corner is this band.
So correct me if I'm wrong. We came here to get this book, right? Should we just leave and just go read the book?
We could. My fear is that like somebody or something here is going to happen. I think the book is a clue.
Because the author's last name is Bloodmere, and like that's one of the rooms that we saw was blood.
Yeah. And if she's arriving for an exclusive book showing at midnight, that's another room. And then ink. So
right.
I'm my only hunch right now is we have to stick around until this author shows up.
All right, sure. I'm just a little nervous is all, but sure.
Yeah. Do you want to look for your parents?
Oh, I don't. Maybe.
I'd love
I don't
to
know.
meet your parents, Ripley. You met mine. That's fair.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they are wearing masks, so might be a little hard to find them, but
That's
sure.
true.
Like.
Jim! Kathy!
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Jim!
Okay.
You can never tell Paige their names. She'll just go.
Kathy! No!
All right. So, actually, Ripley, I'll get you to roll me a perception.
That is a 16.
All right. So you do see your mother. Now, how is your mother dressed? What costume is she wearing?
My mother, is, a simple farmer. So she picked one of the simple, kind of plant-based, masks. I'm thinking
All
like
right.
I'm thinking like a really I don't know, like a simple kind of flower crown deal. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Like a daffodil or a daisy.
Daisies. Yeah, she's quite fond of daisies.
All right. And her name was Kathy.
That's
Kathy.
right. Oh,
All right.
Kathy Creed.
So you see her off in the corner, and she's wandering around, and you can see her talking to people, and then she's talking to a wait staff, and you can see her across the room. She's at the far side. She's carrying a plate of canapes, and seems to be a little bit distressed.
I'm gonna go over because she's distressed and be like, hello, hello. I don't know why I'm so confused as to whether I should play myself or not. But hey, hello there. Hey, mum.
She goes, "What, Ripley? What are you doing here? My goodness, why are you here? Why? I don't know why your father drags me off to this thing. It was an embarrassment, and then I feel so awkward in my daisy because, of course, the daisy is not really appropriate for this time of year, as you know, Ripley. But I'm very glad to see you because I don't know where your father's gotten off to. I'm worried he's going to make a fool of himself in front of the Bloodmere author."
Your mom is heartwarming, Ripley. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well,
I push ahead and I'm like, hello, hi, hello.
Oh
Hi.
yes, mum. Sorry, these are
Hello,
my
my
friends.
name is
This
Paige.
is
I'm a
this is
friend of
Paige.
your son's.
And
She goes,
and
"Well,
this is
aren't you just
Tyler
adorable? And
and
you,
Derry."
Mr. Boxer boy, and you, ma'am, you look like I don't know what to make of you. Who are you again, ma'am?" Talking to you guys.
Are you talking? Sorry. Yeah. My name is Kyler Bibtek. This is all a ruse.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mom, they're
it's
wearing.
very good. Yeah. And she leans to Ripley. Kyler looks like a woman. It's so good.
It's
clever. He has lipstick on, Ripley.
I know, Mom. It's a costume. It's a fancy dress party.
Yes, of course.
So I'm sorry, Dad's missing. Where did he wander off to?
He went to get some of that fancy wine, and he never returned. So I've been wandering, and I have some of these canapes, which are very fancy. Ripley,
Mm-hmm.
you should put this one in your pocket. Take it home for later, because they are just throwing them out. You should make sure you properly get them all. But no, I haven't seen your father around here at all, and he was just here 10 minutes ago. Ripley, where did you go? Ripley.
Ripley.
Kyler. Now I'm worried, because now both of my family have gone. Can you go find Ripley, and I'll continue to look for Jim?
Oh no.
People are disappearing.
Kyler's gone too.
We have to find a way to get out of here. And as she finds sort of turns around, you notice that the waitstaff are actually locking up the doors and the windows.
Uh-oh. Paige, are you leaving too?
Oh my goodness.
I am alone. I am alone.
Okay. It might be that you are by yourself.
Oh God. I'm
Derry.
alone in a very strange world. Wearing a dog mask. Oh God.
Okay. So, Derry, you black out.
Oh no.
When you come to, you're in this dark cavern. There is a single beam of light landing down on top of you. And all you can hear around you are these sort of low rumblings and sort of almost metallic clanking coming from all sorts of corners.
Hello? Anyone there? Can I have dark vision with this mask. Can I see anything?
Oh, you do, exactly. So as you're looking around this room, you see Ripley wander back in.
God, Ripley! I run over to
Hello.
him and like grab him. Like,
Oh,
where did you go? What happened?
I'm so confused.
terrified.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that was terrifying. I just suddenly blacked out, and then did you see what happened? I feel like
No.
I feel like I fell down some sort of void.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I-
I mean, it might have just been, I don't know. It might just be these goggles I've been wearing. You know, I'm not used to wearing spectacles on my face.
Of course.
So you know,
Okay.
and they're not prescription, so you never know with these things.
We need to see if we can find our other friends.
Of course, yeah.
Right now, what you're hearing is, and Ripley, while you're here, you hear it too. What Derry can see is this room is probably 30 by 40. The music is, you can still hear the music, but it's playing faintly. And there is two giant of these robotic automatons, and they are busy writing. So as you get closer to them, there is as you get closer to them, you see that they each have 8 arms, and they are quickly, as a group, writing identically, creating new books on the fly as you are writing them. So
Are these books like, are they making the book launch books? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, are these Jacob Cassware books? Oh gosh, Kyler, Paige.
Oh, our friends.
Sorry. It's really crowded in here. I'm very tiny, and I kind of just got shoved into a crowd. I'm back now.
Sorry.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, just got distracted by canapes. Here.
Well, I have some news.
Yeah. So you guys have all been transported into this strange room where there's these two giant ace robots that are writing out multiple copies of the book as they're doing 8 at a time because they have 8 arms, and you see their heads swiveling and you can see the beams from their eyes. And one of them looks up at you as she's busily writing, and she says, "I'm sorry, these copies aren't ready yet. You'll have to go back downstairs."
Hang on, just 1 second. Do you mean to tell me that these books have just been written by ace robots this whole time? I thought this was created by an author.
Yeah.
She says, "We're working off the original manuscript, and we are we are the printers, and we are printing out this book so that everyone has a copy of them for tomorrow."
Oh, glorified printing press. I see.
Oh, I see. All right. Got
We are organized. Can I? Is there something I can't really focus on a conversation right now because I've only got 8 arms. What can I do for you?
I don't know how we got here, so someone else has to.
I think are we? Have you?
You must have wandered off. Just go out that door, down the hall, and then down the stairs. That'll take you back to the main party room.
Can I do are these robots? I don't know. Are they hiding something, or are they just busy?
They seem to be busy, but you can't really tell if they're hiding something.
All right.
Okay.
Are you doing some sort of check?
Yes. I guess I would like to do an insight check.
All right.
That's only an 11.
All right. The only thing you would notice is that they stop every few pages, and they get their pens and they refill it from this very ornate little pot that's at the sitting between them.
Oh.
What kind of ink are you using?
She looks up again and she says, "What kind of ink?"
Yes.
I'm afraid I don't have any. I don't know what ink. You'd have to ask our publisher about that. This is just the ink they provided us, so we are just using that for our pens.
You mind if we take a look at it?
Yeah, I once they've filled their pens, the next time I just grab the inkwell, and I want to.
She says, "Oh yes, but don't go far with that because we are in the middle of a schedule." And she checks her watch on one of her arms.
It's fine. I dip my finger in it.
Oh, you dip your finger in it. Okay. When you dip your finger in it, and it comes out a sort of dark red color.
Hold on. Can I? Is this blood?
Is it blood?
Okay, roll me perception.
I got a nat 20.
I got a 23.
No. Okay.
25.
You do taste a little bit of blood mixed with ink in that page.
This is. I give it back. Well, no, Derry, do you have any more of those vials? You know you had one that you put the ooze in.
Yeah, I got lots in my little herbalism kit. Here you go.
Sorry, aces. This is not regulation ink, and you are going to have to stop production right now. I don't know.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, she says, "Stop production! Stop production! Oh. And she looks over at her friend, and she says, "Stop production! They want us to stop production." And he kind of blinks, and she goes, "This is my apprentice. And she sort of starts to work out, and then this little light comes out of her head and starts spinning around, going whoop whoop
Oh,
whoop.
not good.
Let's just go back somewhere where we can talk in private,
To see
because
if
this
right.
is blood.
May I check to see if there's any on-off switches on these robots?
These are functioning sentient beings. So as you are, as you come out, as you leave the room, and they're all panicky now because they're run out of ink and they're starting to make this alarm feeling. You see the two people, the ace, the big ace, and her assistant come from the table and start to make their way up the sort of grand staircase to where you guys are.
We should just keep running, I think. We should just blend into the crowd.
Yeah.
We're scot-free as long as we're in masks. Everyone knows that. That's the whole point of Liar's Night.
That's right. We said that.
Yeah.
We're not ourselves tonight, so we're all good. Let's dip.
All right, so let's do. I'll get 3 of you to make stealth checks to see if the party disappears.
I'll roll.
Will you though?
Oh,
I
no.
mean, we do have a squeak, my friends. We have a squeak from Jason, who squeaks for Derry. Derry.
No!
Oh no! Do you need to be like dark for stealth? Because you're not. You have a little light up nose.
Yes.
Now, I believe I can change the color of my nose. I'd like to change it to the color of my dog nose, please.
I will let the DM take it from there.
Yes.
So like a dark brown, glowing dog nose.
Yes, and
All right.
specifically your mask is a full face mask.
That's right. So it's just really emanating from underneath the mask. It's not
from your whisker pores.
Yeah. It's actually, it's sort of coming out of all things. I'll let you still do a stealth check, but one of the your particular stealth check is going to be at a disadvantage.
Okay, so
who
Kyle's
else?
gonna take a quick inhale from his inhaler and go, we're gonna have to deal with that, and blow it on Derry's face. I'm gonna use one of my portent rolls as a divination wizard. So he's gonna get a 14.
Okay.
All right.
Or-
and do you want it? I think you can let him roll first before you switch the card. Switch the
It
roll.
says here you must choose to do so before the roll. But I can replace after you can now roll, and I can replace it.
All right. So who else is doing the other 2 rolls? Which of you 3 are?
I already rolled.
I already rolled 2.
Okay.
I didn't.
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
So should I still roll and then see if it's better than the 14, or what's?
Yeah,
how does
because
that?
you can replace. I can replace either of your 2 dice.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, first one's a 4. Second one's a 6. So
So I guess I would replace the 4, but you still have to take the 6.
now here's the question. I had inspiration. Can I use that to cancel out the disadvantage?
Yep. You can use your you can use your inspiration to do 1 more roll.
Okay.
oh my god.
That's a 16.
Okay.
Sorry, +2. I get a +2 to stealth, so it's an 18, really.
And if I would have replaced the lower dice, could it be the 14?
No, you said you could use it on either person, right? So you could. We're trying to beat a 10 here, people. Does that combo work?
Right, but which out of the 4 and the 6, I would have replaced one, and his inspiration would have re-rolled the other, right? So
Oh,
that
I
would
thought you
be
said you were
his-
gonna. Yeah, I thought you were gonna reduce. I thought you said you could choose between Derry and Paige. You can't.
No, I can choose.
He chose
between
Derry.
Each of Derry's dice. I can't choose anybody, but I can once I choose.
Yeah, he already chose me.
I was
so-
saying because I could choose between one of Terry's 2 rolls.
Basically,
Right.
it seems I passed, Ripley passed, but Paige failed.
Yeah.
You do so hard.
Yeah. Dang it! So what's happening is this: you are slipping through the crowd, and all of a sudden, this long telescoping arm reaches down and clasps onto your shoulder, onto your shoulder there, Paige.
Oh.
And this towering, furious ace woman is looking at you because you've got this little bit of ink on your face, and she says, "What are you doing? Why are you interfering with my print run on the launch night?" And you can see steam start to come out of the sides of her forehead.
I was instructed to by Luvia Bloodmere herself because she found an error in your manuscript.
An error? And she like, boom, her own like arrow starts flowing around. So roll me persuasion.
Thank you. Oh, I got a nat 20. That's a 24. 24 from your girl.
Okay. So she says, "Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you got it in time. What are we going to do with all the ones that have already gone out to people? How are we going? We'll
Flush them. Flush them.
Flush them?
Yes.
No! We'll turn them into a collector's edition. Those will be rare. Those will be rare collectibles. I will be wealthy, rich. I will be rich, and you,
Seems
my
really
Ms.
shady.
Pig, has everything to thank. I have everything to thank for you.
Okay. Yeah, no,
finding this.
you don't have to
Tell
thank me.
Luvia we've got it all under control.
Will. Yes.
And as she says that, you look over to the side, and you see one of the books has dropped from one of the fellows, and one of the costume characters has dropped their book. The book has opened up, and you see all of the pages starting to fly out of this book. And as the pages start to fly out of the book, they begin to form into this vaguely humanoid-shaped creature. And as the guy is sort of standing there looking around, he's sort of looking at his partner about what's going on. This other fellow doesn't know what's going on. And immediately all of the pages come slicing down onto this guy. He lets out this sort of blood-curdling sound as pages slice and dice and cut and there's millions of little cuts, and he is very, very quickly. Now, by this point, the music has gone silent. The people are standing around in shock as this pile of paper descends on this person and cuts them up, and all the pages turn a blood red color, and from the pages, the pile of books, rises this strange sort of gooey pages, kind of a weird strips of pages with this vacant black eyes and this vacant maw, dripping blood. There's pieces of this guy on the floor, and it lets out this deep rumbling roar as you see 2, 3, 4 books fall, and more pages start to descend on their former bearers, and we are going to hold it. We're going to hold it there.
No! Run! Everybody run!
Oh no.
Okay.
I am torn in my role as MC because DM, are you wrapping things up? Because I have a squeak right now.
Okay, we'll squish in one more squeak for anybody who
boy.
wants to put it in.
I have
You
a squeak
bet.
for Kyler.
Ah,
Tyler?
it's swole.
You're a swole.
All right. Well, then, as part of the cliffhanger, I'm going to use my big muscly body to jump at this first guy that popped out of the books.
All right. So you are standing up on the second floor, and you see this guy down in the sort of courtyard of the Grand Hall. You're standing up in the gallery of the Grand Hall, and you're going to. Sorry. So we will. You see Kyler leap down.
We're going to discourage people from reading.
And we'll stop it there, people.
My goodness.
Yay.
We messed around an awful lot before books started killing people. Ooh.
Oh, you guys did very well. We wanted to make sure we got everything set up. We had to establish what's going on, and now we are ready to roll next time.
So next time that we roll, Karen would like to have the squeak effect for Ripley in action, because that was also happening while you were talking there, Kevin. So, Ripley, you feel righteous fervor come over.
Oh, fantastic!
Do you make a note?
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And Ripley, with that, the righteous fervor you feel when we get into a combat situation allows you to. You would have figured this out last time if I had phrased it properly, but you get to damage people around you with a single power word of fervor.
Oh, excellent.
The voice of Ilmater.
Excellent.
All right, everybody. So yes, we got set up. You have some of the background. You have things available, and we will leap into combat at the start of next session.
Awesome. All right. Well, thus concludes the 6th episode of Pages and Mages. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in to watch us live, and an only slightly smaller but still impactful shout out to the folks watching this on YouTube at a later date. If you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. A round of applause and big congratulations to our illustrious squeakers: Marcia, squeaking for Paige; Raj, squeaking for Kyler; Jason, squeaking for Derry; and Karen, squeaking for Ripley. Well done, my friends. You guided tonight's adventure with depthness and humor, and I'd also like to thank Kevin Cork for building this world, DMing it through some rather rough waters out on the World Wide Web this evening, and to DJ Curt Mckinstry for those audio vibes.
Yay,
Send me that
Curt.
tune. I love that tune. And thank you to tonight's excellent cast: Alan Johnson as Derry, Griffin Cork as Kyler, Calvin De Silva as Ripley, and Emma Brager as Paige. So, all right, thanks again, everybody, for joining us. I've been your MC, Jennifer Gerritsen. Tune in Monday, November 30th for the next episode. Be brave. Onward, heroes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Keep waving. Still waving. More waving.